Be strong.
DJ Tony Duck.
She gon' take care of her bitch, she truckin'. She a woman with a rig, she truckin'. She gon' take care of her kids, she truckin'. Yeah, she a boss, she do it big, she truckin'. She truckin'. She a boss, she do it big, she truckin'. She a woman with a rig, she truckin'. She truckin'. Ah.
Hey guys, just want to say thank you from Truck Parking Club. Here's Hunter with Truck Parking Club.
Happy National Truckers Week. We love you guys out there. Y'all be safe travels. Follow us on social media. We've got truck parking locations coming, more and more coming for you guys. We love y'all. Enjoy.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. See ya.
Well, welcome everybody back to the She Trucking Podcast. I am your host today, Sheree Moore, the founder of She Trucking. And in this episode, you don't want to miss. First of all, you don't want to miss this episode. I have Mr. Evan, the founder of Truck Parking Club, joining me today on the She Trucking Podcast during Truck Driver Appreciation Week. Hey, one of the most common things I've heard is there's no truck parking. Well, guess what? We got a solution for you today. And why? Share it out, everyone. Share it out. I need you to share out this video before I bring Mr. Evan on to talk to you. It's going to be an amazing conversation. Make sure you get your questions and post them, and we'll be able to ask questions to Evan as he joins us here on the She Trucking Podcast right after this message. Electricity is cheaper than diesel fuel, and charging overnight means you never have to stop at the diesel stations again. Maintenance costs are lower because EVs don't require oil changes or replacements of high-cost combustion engine parts. You'll also be eligible for tax incentives and grants funded by programs like HVIP. All right, without further ado, welcome to the show, Mr. Evan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you for joining. This podcast is near and dear to my heart. Truck parking was big for me. So when I started driving almost 10 years ago, here I come all the way back home to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and there wasn't nowhere to park this truck. So I brought it to CNN. I said, hey, we got some problems, everybody. I started making a whole movement about it. And now look at the solution. Mr. Evan, tell us about you and tell us about the Truck Parking Club.
Yeah, I'm Evan Shelley, co-founder and CEO of Truck Parking Club. So at Truck Parking Club, we help truckers find truck parking locations all across the U.S. And those locations can be made up of trucking companies with extra space in their yard, properties that real estate investors own. It can be truck parking operators, traditional truck parking operators, be self-storage facilities with extra space. We look at taking a space that has, or a location that has extra space, like a trucking company with extra space in their yard, putting it on our platform and helping truckers find and reserve it in real time.
I love it. I think that is fantastic. So much I think that is fantastic. And it's so fantastic, y'all, that guess what? I know many people, I just want to say, that has parked their truck, used the app, and have came to the Truck Parking Club. And they have given us feedback and told us that it was not only easy to use, right? The app was not just easy to use, but it saved them time for just searching and looking and going to truck stops that was already filled. So thank you, Mr. Evan, for what you have done, have created, taken on that, and gave us a solution. many years we've been stuck. And then but how many parking spaces do you have currently?
So we have 155 locations across the U.S., adding up to thousands and thousands of parking spaces that are available through our app.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. That's incredible, and it's convenient. Convenient. That means that you can keep rolling, keep making money out there, drivers. I'm sure our listeners will appreciate having access to such a resource. I'm curious to know about the property owners. Can you give us their perspective of how many people are jumping on board to add more properties?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, the property owners aren't what you're going to traditionally think about when you think about truck parking. We have a lot of business owners that have open yards, and we take those yards and turn them into truck parking because we make it very easy through our app. Um, but our truck, what we call our property members, we have 155 locations. I would guess that's 100 or so property members in total, and very loyal property members that love what we're doing because we not only help truckers find truck parking, we help people with extra space monetize their extra space, and ultimately we make that a seamless experience between the trucker and that property owner. So we have a very good relationship with our property members all across the U.S.
I love it. So it's a win-win for both the property owners and the truck drivers. Um, my next question is, what do you see the company going? What do you see the company going? Do you see more spaces being added? Like where you see the company going?
Yeah, so we're at 155 locations now. We would like to get to 5 to 10,000 locations over the next 3 to 5 years. We think it's very doable, and that is what we're pushing toward. But I, you know, our North Star for Truck Parking Club is we help truckers um, easily find and reserve truck parking all across the U.S. And I kind of botched the first part of it, but we help truckers save time and fuel by efficiently finding and reserving truck parking all across the U.S. And so that's really our North Star. So if we keep that in mind with everything we do, which is, if we add more properties, we help truckers find truck parking easier, right? And ultimately, to put that into numbers, I'm sure you've seen the statistic that it takes the average trucker 50 minutes to find parking.
Yes.
So we think about it, that's obviously way too much, right? So what if we got that down to 5 or 10 minutes? So how do we do that? How do we help truckers save time and fuel by efficiently finding reserving parking? Well, one is having tons of options, and two is having a platform that truckers can go on very easily and find that parking and reserve that parking and get parked faster and more efficiently. So if we keep our mission, our North Star in mind, that's our big goal, is just continuing to improve on helping truckers save time and fuel by efficiently finding and reserving parking all across the U.S. Um, and I think as long as we keep that in mind, everything else will take care of itself.
So drivers, they can use the website. As you see, I have the website pulled up. If you want to go to truckparking.com, that's scrolling below, you can just go to the site, go to truckparking.com, or you can download the app. As you see at the top, you'll see the app for iPhone and Android. You can download the app, set up an account, and then this will come up as well, where you can be able to choose parking. Mr. Evan, will you walk me through so we can make sure our drivers know exactly how to use our website? What do you want them to do first? Do you want them to browse the spaces or click the map?
Okay. Cool. Well, let's think about it. Where do we want to go here? Let's go to one of the tough spots. Let's go to Newark, New Jersey.
Awesome.
So
All
you
right.
can zoom in on the map, or you can search the spaces. Either one.
So if you want to zoom on the map, let me just show you all that you can zoom in. You can hit current location as well. And the parking spots in the yellow, those are the private properties. And then the free parking are in the blue spaces here. So we can go to Newark, New Jersey. We can go here to the New Jersey area. You can literally click on the map. I'm gonna actually go the way that I like to go is I go to browse spaces, and then I would click on here states, and then you can go straight to New Jersey.
Yeah.
And then you can see all the parking spaces around the area and right in the New Jersey area. Also, the map will zoom in for you, and that's what I love as well. That the map will zoom in for you, so just in case we don't have anything available, like here, you can see other spaces that's close to you as well as you're traveling into the states. Also, if you're stuck in traffic and you may not can get to that destination, guess what? There's destinations right next to you that you may can stop at first. So that's why I like this one. Another thing I like about this app and website is that it tells you how many spaces are available in real time. And it also tells you how many spaces are available in real time. So as you see at one of the hardest places in the in the world in the United States to be able to park, there's parking here on the Truck Parking Club app. Is there anything you would like to add to that?
Yeah, if you want to click one of these, we can look at the listing too.
Okay, how about we go here to the Port Newark, New Jersey location? Okay, just walk me through it.
Yeah, so what you're going to see now is a description of the site, the address. It's going to have the amenities. This one's 24/7 security, fence gated, high security facility that you can get in and out of 24/7. We have a lot of our members that park at this location when they're up in the Northeast. It's a pretty popular location. Now, if you are brand new to Truck Parking Club, you'll see on the right you'll have to log in before you start booking, which would mean you'll have to create an account. You just sign up, and this is the info: your first and last name, phone, email, uh, password. Um, so we keep it very simple to get signed up, and will only take you a few minutes to do your first booking. And then after your first booking, we thought a lot about how can we make it as simple as possible to continue booking. Kind of that one-click book is what we strive for to get someone to be able to reserve their parking as quickly as possible, which kind of goes back to the original, the North Star of helping truckers, save time and fuel by efficiently finding and reserving parking. So saving them that time and, not getting hung up on some of the simple part like a website or an app, not being kind of difficult or cumbersome to use. We want to make sure that it's um, very, very simple to get through. This is not the biggest part of your day. It should not be the biggest part of your day. Hopping onto our app and trying to reserve parking. We want to make this the easiest part of your day, not the most difficult.
Absolutely. And I think you did an amazing job. I agree. Stan Hines said this is a dope concept. Absolutely. You definitely want to download the app. Dr. Tina, she gave you a bunch of hearts as well. Again, everyone share it out so we can make sure that every driver know that there is a solution called the Truck Parking Club. I'm gonna give y'all a little secret or insight that y'all do not know. That as well later on in the show. But if you have any questions, definitely ask. I wanted to make sure that y'all can see what we're talking about in real time because this is awesome. Here's one of the questions. Are there spots available for self-contained RVs? We are cute RV parking. What do you think about that? Miss Sue Adams asked that. She asked me
Yeah,
that question yesterday. That's what made me take a laugh. I kind of laughed when she said it. So,
yeah. So, as you can imagine, we get a decent amount of calls in that ask if, um, we have an RV, we're not a truck, but can we park there? And, the majority of the time, the answer is going to be no, because that is not our mission. Our mission is to help truckers save time and fuel by efficiently finding and reserving truck parking across the U.S. That's our mission. So if there is a parking spot that has, let's say, 1, 2 spaces available, and we have an RV calling in and asking to reserve there, the answer is going to be no, because that's taking a spot away from a trucker. If we, this is how our protocol goes, and if someone were to call and we have 100 spaces available somewhere and they want it for a night, we probably aren't going. We're probably going to let them park there. But because it's not really taking a space away from a trucker for that night. But we're very, very conscious of that. I mean, that is how we think about it, right or wrong. That is the processes and the protocols we have in place at Truck Parking Club.
but Miss Sue, because you are a member of She Trucking, and I have Mr. Evan on here live, if you need a place to park your RV, then just give us a call. We can take care of you. Right, Mr. Evan?
Yeah, absolutely. Going back, I mean, if we have adequate space and we feel like we're not going to take spaces from truckers who really, really need it, we absolutely will accommodate.
Absolutely. So just give us a call. One thing I like is it 24-hour customer service. The Truck Parking Club has also 24-hour customer service. So you can give us a call anytime that you have any questions or you unsure about. Look, Miss Sue said agree. I know she's going to be traveling. She came to Chattanooga one time in her RV before, so I know she's going to be coming down south here soon. And so we're going to take care of you, Miss Sue, because you're a dedicated member of She Trucking. So what is there anything else you want to ask about the map while we got the map up? I mean, add.
No, this is great though. I'm glad you pulled it up. So we went through the search. You did a nice job of that. We looked at a listing. While we're on here, we have a good amount of truckers or trucking companies that add their yards. So if you all have a yard with your trucking company that has 1, 5, 10, 50 extra spaces in their yard, you can go on and add your location. That's typically a 10 or 15-minute process, and we have a team that will help you add your property if you want help with doing that. But we have people all the time, almost pretty much every day, come to truckparkingclub.com and add their space by themselves. We've made the platform a self-service platform. So if you or someone has 5 extra spaces, 10 or more in their yard, that you can just pop on the website and add it same day. It just takes a few minutes to add your location, and then we will vet it and then internally verify it, and you'll be getting a phone call from someone at Truck Parking Club, and if you get approved, we'll have your location going on the platform and have you getting bookings very, very soon.
All right. That sounds great. So if you have any space available and you would like to add, I'm going to just repeat that again. Definitely check out the Truck Parking Club. And hey, let's get some trucks on your space. Okay. And when we get back, we're going to talk about if they don't own the property as well. We'll talk about if they have a space and they want to do some collaborations and some partnerships. Maybe if that's possible. I don't know, y'all. So stick with us as we go to commercial break. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, just want to say thank you from Truck Parking Club. Here's Hunter with Truck Parking Club.
Happy National Truckers Week. We love you guys out there. Y'all be safe travels. Follow us on social media. We've got truck parking locations coming, more and more coming for you guys. We love y'all. Enjoy.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. See ya.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. I am back with Mr. Evan Shelley, and we're talking about truck parking, which is one of the biggest issues in the trucking. Well, was one of the biggest issues in trucking before the Truck Parking Club app. Okay, so make sure you go and download the app right from on your phone. Everybody, I need you to do this with me. Grab your phone and download the app. The app is on my phone. It better be on yours too. So everyone with me, I see y'all on here watching, and I thank y'all for watching. Download the Truck Parking app on your phone right now, and at a click of a button, you can be able to get access to parking. Welcome back, Mr. Evan. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. I really got into your commercials. They were so well done. I was like getting into it, and then it came back on. I was like, oh goodness. I was like thinking about stuff while I was watching it. Those are good commercials.
Thank you, thank you. That's from Volvo, the Volvo V and L. I got to drive the Purple Haze, which is one of the 2023 trucks. Oh my God, it drives like a car. I'll just say, and shout out to Mr. Joel. He is the curator of the Purple Haze. And so Volvo listened to him and he gave his feedback on how to make this truck better for truckers. It had a refrigerator up under the driver's seat. I would just say I love that feature. And
Wow.
it even had a massage on the chair. You could just sit back and get your back massage. So it was amazing driving the Volvo VNL up in Utah. Wow. I definitely, they got to know about the Truck Parking Club. Mr. Joel, if you're watching this on the replay, reach out to me so I can introduce y'all. All right. So my next question is, this is true and dear to my heart. It's people out here who may know people that has space, and can they go out there and talk to them and get maybe collaborate and tell them, hey, we need more spaces for truck drivers. Is that possible? Do you have any programs like that available?
Yeah, so we have a newer program where we'll kind of have two overlapping programs. The first one being a strict referral program where, let's say, you know of someone and they have a yard, an empty lot, something that is, we say, adequate for truck parking. You can refer that to Truck Parking Club and get referral fees, consistent passive referral fees from that property. So you would just refer the property to us and we would take care of the rest. And then there's also another program we call the operator program where, let's say there's an empty lot and it's a family member or a friend or a business partner or whatever, but they don't want to run the truck parking associated with that. Let's say they want to be completely passive. We have programs where you can take that property through an agreement with that property owner, bring it onto Truck Parking Club, and then you become the operator of that property, and then Truck Parking Club becomes your partner in running the entire transaction of that property, really the entire back end. So from the booking through the app, through payment processing, billing, our 24/7 customer service, etc. We will work with you, and you'll be the operator at that property, whatever that may entail between the agreement between you and that property owner. Because we all know there's a good amount of property owners out there that maybe are past the point in their life where they'd rather let the property sit than put in the time and effort required to run a business on it. So for an operator that is more willing to put in some time and effort and thought into let's say just an empty property, then you can be the operator at that property as long as you have an agreement with the property owner, and you can monetize that property through truck parking through truckparkingclub.com.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I know that was
Yeah.
one of the questions that I've been hearing for a very long time. It's like, I got some property. What to do with it? What can I do with it? Or have I heard in the past too, like, how do I get started? So do you walk them through the steps? Like, say if it's like all grass right now, because most people property, I'm sure, is covered with grass. So do you kind of help them with being able to pivot and turn it into truck parking if they are owners?
Yeah. So the easiest the easiest situation is going to be a property that maybe already has gravel or is stabilized or some pavement of some kind, and there's a good amount of property like that out there too. I would say for someone who is really brand new to it, I would be shooting for a property that you can already park a truck on and then just operate it. But for the people that, let's say, they have a lot and it's grass, um, there's going to typically there's going to be a pretty significant amount of work that needs to be done, and we can help consult you on the things you need to do. But for the really, let's say, it's a grass or wooded property, there's probably a pretty significant amount of development that needs to be done at that property. So it gets a little deeper at that point. So what we really like to shoot for is a property that you could park a truck on now. The only reason people aren't parking a truck on it now is maybe it's an owner that lives on the other side of the country. Maybe it's an owner that just doesn't want to do anything, would rather just let it sit there. But if you go to them and say, hey, I'll handle everything and you get a cut, I get a cut, and then we're going to let Truck Parking Club run the entire back end of the operation. In those scenarios, we're seeing some success with operators bringing their properties on. So that's what I would shoot for. The properties that is going to need some development work, it's going to get pretty complicated, and we will definitely talk with you about it. But to say we're going to consult you through the entire development process is probably not going to be something we're going to do.
Awesome. Awesome. So, everyone, like I said, there's options out. There are options. We have options now. A couple years ago, we didn't have any options. And there's way more drivers on the road than it was before. So, if we didn't have a lot of truck parking years ago, guess what? Now, you pretty much have to include this app into your daily routine. Matter of fact, I want y'all to. Okay, definitely include this app into your daily routine. Like I said, I have it right on my phone. And I'm going to go pick up my trailer with my truck. So guess what? I'll be using the app, booking and making sure that I am parked. Okay, for my 10-hour break. So my next question is this. Is it any okay, do you allow box trucks to park on your property and sprinter vans? Because we have some box truck and sprinter van drivers as well.
Yeah, that's a good question. So we get a good amount of box trucks booking with us. And sprinter vans, it's kind of back to the RV thing a little bit. And we understand it pretty well because our truck parking club, we have a sprinter van that we drive around the US, and we really try not to take up truck parking spots with the van, because most car parking lots can accommodate a sprinter van. So we typically would not accommodate a sprinter van if it was a site that was constrained on parking. But as far as box trucks, yeah, we'll park box trucks all day, every day.
So, what made you decide that you wanted to help the truckers?
Yeah, so for me, I have a real estate background and was doing a lot of real estate deals over the last 5 or so years, and came across a industrially zoned land deal, one of those deals that had grass on it, like what you were talking about. And I was looking at it to develop it into truck parking. And so I went to the municipality and asked them, what uh, will I have any issues parking trucks here? And they're like, we don't want trucks parked at this location. I was like, well, it's zoned industrial. Why, and they're like, we're not going to support it. Don't even try it. And from my due diligence, I had learned that there was a huge need for truck parking. Just talking with people, this was in 2021, and it was just a huge issue in this municipality I was looking at. And ultimately, I didn't do that deal for truck parking because the municipality wouldn't let me, but it got me thinking about it, and it got me talking to people in truck parking, and it got me talking to people in logistics and transportation. And I always thought there was something to it. And so over the course of like 12 months, I was just constantly talking with people about it, trying to figure out the best route to go. And initially, I thought I was going to go buy truck parking, but buy and build truck parking. But I decided that that wasn't the most scalable way, and you're going to have to build for, I don't know, 20, 30, 50 years to catch up to the shortage. So then I thought, after a lot of conversations with people, it's like, well, there's space out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are parking lots out there. There are fenced areas out there that are not being used today. Why not create a platform where you can bring those properties online, an Airbnb of sorts, and you can help truckers find and reserve those locations, book those locations, and then have adequate parking. So that's how it came to life. And I don't have a trucking background, but as I've built out this company, I've surrounded uh, myself and the company and the people of the company with truckers, employing former truckers all across the company, because that's what's required to make sure that we build the right culture for the company that reflects across our customer service, the app, your experience dealing with anyone at Truck Parking Club. So I don't have that background, but I made it to where there's definitely checks and balances in the company with the former truckers that are on the team, and if we're going in directions that may not be favorable to a trucker, that ever starts happening, there's always some checks and balances with, no, this is not what we should be doing. We shouldn't be going this direction. We should go this direction, and that keeps us on a straight and narrow path, and really chasing down the North Star I've talked about.
Absolutely. Joe John said, "Hey." So that was, he already kind of answered my question, but I'm gonna reiterate it just a little bit because I was going there, and he just kind of threw some information out there really quick. So I was just gonna ask about the culture of the company, about how. Let's see now. How can I word it? Um, Yes, one
I
thing I
got
do
you.
love
I
is
can
that
run
what
with
you
that if you want.
said. Yes,
I can
I
run with
do
that.
love what you said, that you okay, go run with it.
Okay. Yeah. So, just over the last couple of years, as I've looked at what other companies in logistics do in transportation, and there's even been a few companies put their foot into truck parking, and try to figure out how to help the people that need it in the space, and or at least create a product to try to get part of that market. And what I would say is, um, and this is really common, I think, with transportation companies, is they go way up market. So they go to the large trucking companies first and try to get big contracts signed, and say, they get a contract with a Warner of the world or a Knight Swift of the world to park 1,000 of their trucks. That's a great contract, but I mean, those guys are going to get taken care of most of the time anyway. In a lot of scenarios, there's nuances to that, but for the most part, they have a lot of terminals and options for parking. So what we did is we took a completely different approach and went way down market to the people that need the truck parking the most, that are impacted the most when there's a shortage in the area, and then created a culture and an experience and a product that resonated and helped the owner operators of the world, the 1, 5, 10, 50 trucks of the world that don't have a terminal in every big city. And then we shaped our product around that, and we shaped the culture of the company around that, where everything we do, we're thinking about that 1 to 10 truck guy, gals, or company that's out there that needs it the most. And you know, a few people in our company are former owner ops, and that helps shape the culture. And every decision we make, that's how we think about it. Is are we making the right decisions to help the smaller owner ops and trucking companies that don't have as many options? And that's really helped us guide the company to where we're at today with the product we have today, to the customer service we have today that we call customer care. All that together has really created this culture of like, and things like going to trucking shows, right? We're constantly going to trucking shows. Just got back from one, headed out to another one, Joplin 44 next week. And you know, when we go to those shows, we're trying to understand more about what do the truckers need, or what are we not doing for them? How can we improve? How can, you know, what areas do you need truck parking the most? So just everything has really been wrapped around serving the smaller trucker, and creating a product for the smaller trucker, and that's served us really well, because we know that if we do that, you know, everything will take care of itself.
I love that, because 80% of the industry is owner operators, carriers, the smaller trucking companies. And so, and those was the people who were screaming out, we need help. And so you provided a solution for them. I love that you hire truck drivers, because often the truck driver gets forgotten about. And so I met Mr. Evan at the Truckers Jamboree in Walcott, Iowa. And he was telling me the story about, I saw truck park, and he's telling me the story about, you know, how many spaces he had available, and that you could just download the app. So I download the app immediately. I'm just so engaged. And he was like, I'm looking for someone to help me on the customer service side. And so I said, okay. The first day I was like, okay, I just listen, tuck it in. The second day I was like, I can help you. I can help you. And so I've been with Truck Parking Club now for a couple months, probably 2 or 3 months now.
Yeah, time
And
flies. I don't.
it
It's
does,
amazing.
and I love it. Yeah, I love talking to the drivers every day, helping them be able to find a parking spot real fast. Most drivers, y'all know that we're tired at the end of the day. So the easy transition of getting into a space and getting settled. Sometimes the drivers have called, and they may need directions, or they may need different things outside of just our parking. And because we are experienced drivers, we're able to help you and navigate. So I haven't announced this, but I'm announcing it now here on the She Trucking Podcast, that I am part of the Truck Parking Club. I'm just so happy to be a part of the team. And like I said, I see so many drivers who take advantage of this, of the app, because it's a needed thing. And thank you, because I was the owner operator who couldn't find parking. And now I'm like, hey, y'all, I'm just an advocate. Like, literally, in every one of our truck driver appreciation boxes, you will receive a sticker from the Truck Parking Club. You're also going to be able to receive more information on all the services that is offered, how to reserve your parking, so much more. What you can, how to book, and how everything go. You're gonna receive these stickers. Everyone been asking me about these $100 bills, as well as I've been creating the marketing around it. And so you will also receive a bundle in your pack. And I want you all, while you're on the road, to give it to a trucker. You have to pay it forward. And I want you to hand one to a trucker. So if you park in a parking spot, I want you to give one, put it on their window, put it on their door, give it to them in their hand. But I want you to pass these out. So I'm going to give you a bundle of these in your driver appreciation boxes. And thank you, Mr. Evan, for really supporting our drivers, because I want y'all to help us spread the word. Okay, spread the message and tell people that the Truck Parking Club is a solution. Also, to our male drivers and some of the women that I know that love, like Miss Brianna, I got one for you. It will be in there, Miss Brianna. The Truck Parking Club also donated these dope hats. They're super, super cool here. And so we're going to be putting these also in the driver appreciation boxes. And so thank you so much for really supporting the driver, really giving us tools in our hand. And I want y'all to pay it forward by helping us pass these out, okay? So and take a picture, do a video, hashtag the Truck Parking Club, so we can be able to see your content as you're out there advocating for truck parking too. Mr. Evan, is there anything else that you would like to add?
No, that was awesome. Thanks for the shout out, and we're really glad that we're really glad that you're on the team. It means a lot that your time is very valuable, and that you've put in your time to work with us means the world. You're doing a fantastic job, of course. And yeah, we're very happy that we can give everyone some swag. We're huge on just giving away as much of it as we can, and hopefully that helps spread the word and also gives some people some swag they feel good about. So
absolutely. Before we go, I'm going to run a commercial, and then I'm going to quickly talk about what we need as well. We need y'all to leave us some reviews. If you have, listen, I need 5-star reviews. No, nothing less than 5 stars. Okay. So I want you to make sure you go to our app. If you love what you're hearing, I want you to leave a review. Say, I listen to the Truck Parking Club on the She Trucking Podcast. Give us a 5-star review. We take nothing less than 5 stars. Okay. And I want you to go, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I want you to go to Google, hit the review button, or here on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and go to Truck Parking Club. You can click off of here and go to Truck Parking Club, leave us a 5-star review, and type back in our comments, done. Okay? Because we definitely need to make sure that people are aware of this app. We want to let them know that this is real, by real truckers, real people. Okay? And I'm going to give Mr. Evan just a break. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and I'm going to play one more video for one of our sponsors, and then we'll be, so give us a second. We'll be back in just a moment. Let's see, which commercial do I want? Which commercial should I play, y'all? Let's do homeschooling.
The Homeschooling Interactive Magazine is a magazine that embraces and celebrates the entire homeschooling experience. Our magazine is different from all the rest because we provide beneficial information and assistance in homeschooling, business, wellness, mental health, resources, and life. We encourage you to pick up a copy of our magazine today on Amazon.com by simply searching the Homeschooling Interactive Magazine. The Homeschooling Interactive Magazine is all about impacting the world through home-based learning, helping to de-stress the homeschooling experience. Get your copy from Amazon today.
Listen, if anybody's interested in getting into podcasting, grab this book. Go on Amazon, grab this book. It goes with me almost everywhere. This book has like a workbook. It has places you can fill it in. It tells you how to monetize your podcast. It tells you how to set it up. It tells you about sponsorships. Listen, go on Amazon and get this book. And this is the Bible for podcasters. Listen, it was ranked #1 in podcasting books. Look right here. Best new podcasting book by Book Authority. Right there. Boom. And a little secret. Y'all, when you grab this book, I think it's page 43. There is a code on there. Listen, You can get access to her class, her course. Get her course. It's worth hundreds of dollars. But this book it's less than $50. Grab this book on Amazon. I'm telling you, I carry it everywhere. She is the best. Grab this book on Amazon.
All right, we're back. We're here with Mr. Evan Shelley from the Truck Parking Club. Thank y'all for sharing out the video. I see all the shares. I was going to go check. So thank y'all for sharing out our video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you think of anything else you want to talk about before I show them the Google reviews and how to be able to go and share and let people know you saw this here? You love the app. Tell us if you love the app, where you would like to see other spaces as well.
Yeah. You know, this company is built on feedback from the customers being our trucker members and customers being our property members. This entire company has really been built on that from the very beginning. And everything you see on the app, it's probably there because one of our members mentioned, hey, I didn't like this. I mean, I can give you one example right now, right? I think Sheree had posted something about Truck Parking Club, maybe on She Trucking, or someone at She Trucking had posted about Truck Parking Club, and someone had mentioned a back button. And it is something that we had been on our list for a long time, but we escalated it to the top of the list and we implemented it. And now we have a back button on the app that's very convenient. We always had one. It just wasn't nearly as convenient as it should be. But that little change, I know I enjoy using the app more now. But that feedback is so important, and constructive criticism on the app or what you're seeing, how we're operating as a company. We love it. Please let us know your thoughts and give us that feedback. Even harsh or tough feedback, we'll take it. We'll take it because it makes us be better as a company, and that's part of our culture. I mean, I think Trey knows that we're very direct. We want to know the good, the bad, and we support each other, but we also let each other know if there's things that we need to improve. And that's how this company is built. And for us to continue improving, we need to hear from everyone that's using the app. So we would really, really appreciate it. And we thank you so much for using the app.
And thank you so much. I see some people saying done. Thank you for those 5 stars, y'all. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much.
And Joe John said, make sure to like, comment, and share and tell everyone about Truck Parking Club. Thank you so much, Joe John. She also said, is there a key on the website? The gray areas show free parking and doesn't explain what the numbers mean.
Click the number. Just click it.
So you want me to go back to the website here? Okay.
Yeah, if you'll zoom into any of the numbers. Yeah.
There you go.
So if you click it, now it's going to tell you. So that's I-70 eastbound. That's a rest area. So the number is number of spaces available, and those numbers consistently change throughout the day. So if you check it here in a couple of hours, a lot of those numbers are going to be close to 0, or they're going to say low, because as everyone knows, the rest stops start to fill up near the end of the day. But those tags are going to tell you everything about each of those stops. It's just a more convenient way. And then also another option is if you zoom in on satellite, you're going to see that they're all rest stops. I think there's a handful of truck stops on there too. I think we have Iowa 80 on there that shows number of spaces available there. So that's what it's for. I agree that we need to be more clear about what the numbers are and what it means, that it's number of spaces available.
I love it because y'all know we have went to a truck rest area and there'd be no space available. But on the app, you can save time and be able to really plan your route if you use the Truck Parking Club app. So as you see, just click. Don't be afraid to click the button. Don't be afraid. As you see, it was super easy to get the answer by just clicking the button. And so use it, use it, use it, use it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that feedback. I think we should do something that mentions that it's number of spaces available, that it would help be more clear. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah,
And if it's in yellow, as you see, these are one of the parking spaces as well. And what I love too is the amenities. You'll know if it's a security guard at the at the gate, if it's gated, cameras, all that kind of stuff. If it's paved. Um, you know what we didn't talk about? I got to
what?
talk about this. So, the type of spaces, they can pay for per day, they can pay for monthly. Let's get into that.
Yeah.
Uh if you're going on vacation and you need to park your truck, what do you do?
Mhm. So the majority of our locations are going to be daily and monthly. Um, and what you can do, let's say, like Trey mentioned, you're going on vacation. If you want to go back, just let's say you're flying out of Atlanta for vacation. So we can zoom into Atlanta near the airport. It might be easier to search it, but we've got, I don't know, what do you think, Sheree? Maybe 5 locations in and around Atlanta airport where you can reserve parking. So if you're right there, Sheree, if you want to zoom out, or yeah, you got it. Um, so we have 5 or 10 locations within maybe 20 minutes of the airport that you can book. Let's say you're going tonight through Monday, you could book for those 3 days. Um, yeah. So as Saray is zooming in here, you can see all of our locations. So let's say you're flying out. Atlanta's of course a hub, and you're flying to, Dallas or something. Um, you would be able to book right through our app and get parked quickly, easily. You don't have to worry about it. You're going to be able to get parked by Truck Parking Club in Atlanta, no doubt, and get to the airport quickly and easily and feel good about where you're parking. Um, and then you would book, what is that, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 3 days would get you through Monday. Um, and you'd be able to book this, even if it's your first time, you're going to be able to get this booked in, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes total.
And another thing I like about the app is that it's real photos where you can be able to see your parking. So as you see here, I just clicked on the photos. It's 3 here. You can be able to see what the parking space look like, how to get in and get out. As you can see, a truck is here coming in and out uh, as they are leaving the truck parking here. And it also gives you a more detailed view of the space as well. So that's one of the things I wanted to add, because which is very, very important. As y'all know, you can be able to see what's around you as well. Some of the up on the amenities, you will also see that it'll tell you sometime the restaurants that's around, so you'll know it's food available right next to you as well. Thank you, Miss Patrice. Miss Patrice said, done. We got another 5 star. Thank you so much, Miss Patrice. And Miss Patrice just became a member of She Trucking
Awesome.
today. So welcome to the She Trucking Foundation. If you want to be a member of She Trucking Foundation, go to shetrucking.com and become a member today. Don't wait. So, look, everyone said that's awesome. We got some hearts. And Miss Joe John, thank you so much, Joe John, for that feedback as well about the free parking spaces. She said a suggestion. I'm not sure if this is in the app, but maybe the ability to click the link for it to automatically sync with Google Maps.
Yeah. So that's a great one. And we think about that a lot, right? So we use Google as a map, and we could implement the routing for Google pretty quickly. But our concern, as all you truckers know, is that the Google Maps routing isn't always the right routing for truckers. So we are cautious about doing that. So we're looking at all of our options for doing routing and just routing you in the app. Um, it would be cool if we had a way to just click and it routes into your GPS too. That's an interesting idea because I know
It is.
like the Garmin's and stuff now you can choose your route through your phone and it pings your Garmin. The Garmin we have that we use is that way where you can just type in the address and then it shows up on your on your um on your Garmin, which I guess maybe that's yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting thought. I guess maybe the fastest way if you have a Garmin and you use the app, it would be to copy and paste the address from the listing page and then plug it into your Garmin app if you have a Garmin. But we're looking at the routing, and if you all have any suggestions on the Google routing, our big concern with Google routing is just that it's for cars.
I love that you said that because I think that is a great partnership. I remember the Rand McNally GPS. It had truck stops on it, and truck stops available where you can. Joe John, I like that. I like the way you're thinking. So one thing I like about Mr. Evan is he don't just listen to it and go over his head. He literally listened to the feedback and he provide a solution. And so I think that is an amazing concept and it gave me some ideas. Trucker
Yeah,
Tools, I'm
thank
coming
you
for you.
so.
I'm coming for all of y'all who I know in this industry that has GPS, Truck X. I'm coming for you. We're going to have some conversations because we got to implement this for our drivers to be able to click the button on their GPS um, as they're being routed throughout the day. So, Waze. Oh, she said Waze as well. Waze has a trucker version now. Hmm.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that. I saw something about Google is I think starting to do some type of trucker. Yeah, it does show number of spaces available. That's one of our big things that we want to make sure that we do. I did hear that that Google's looking at truck routing, and if that's something they have soon, we would roll it out very very quickly. Um, I,
Absolutely.
I think one of the big questions we have is like, what is the majority of truckers using now? Is it a Garmin? Is it a Rand McNally? Is it Google Maps and they just make it work, or and we can't get a clear consensus on what people use really. I think it's a little bit of everything.
So in the comments, drivers, let us know. Let us know here in the comments what type of GPS are you using? How do you find truck parking spots currently? So this is the perfect time to give us the feedback that we need. Bumper sticker saying, I love Truck Parking Club. Look at that. You'll definitely get these bumper stickers to be able to put on your truck. So we
Absolutely.
definitely
I
uh
don't I don't know if you mentioned it, Trey, but we so the stickers that are in the will be sent in the bag is very similar to some stickers we're going to be rolling out soon, where it'll have the member number at the bottom, and you'll be able to just write in, because every single person that signs up, you get your own member number, 6-digit member number. And so on these future stickers, which they're not even out yet, but we're gonna be sending them out over the next few weeks. You'll be able to just write on the member number that you have, and then you can put it on your trailer and on your truck. So when you go to a Truck Parking Club location, they're gonna know you're a Truck Parking Club member, and be able to look you up immediately and have really no issues. So that'll be out very soon.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for your feedback, everyone. They said Garmin and Google. Hammer is a good trucking app for us without buying expensive Garmin and Raymond Allen. I never heard of that one. So we definitely want to make sure we referring them to truck parking apps because my dad, I would say he's a truck driver and he took out a bridge here in Chattanooga. So let me make sure I get everybody on the truck, the garments and the Ram and Nally. I don't want y'all to really use no app because my daddy used to use them. And yeah, I had to buy him a GPS. I used Garmin and Google Maps together. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Miss Cheryl been driving for many, many years. I plan ahead and buy my spot. Awesome. Are you using the Truck Parking Club app? Definitely download it on your phone. We want to make sure that you are downloading it on your phone, just like it's on my phone. As you see, it is an app that you can download. Now we just got. I'm over time, y'all, so I'm gonna have to get him off. If you have any questions, make sure that you ask now, okay? And so we have some Garment, we have some Rand McNally's, Trucker, let's see, Trucker Path, have for truck parking. Garment has truck stops and small truck stops. They said you can write it off on your taxes. Absolutely. It is a complete tax write-off. Anything else you want to add before we wrap up, Mr. Evan?
No, no. If you have any questions at all, we have a 24/7 customer service line. We have contact us on the website that you can go and ask questions. You can go, you can call our customer service number and talk with someone in customer care, and we're also very active on social media. So if you want to shoot us a message on one of our social medias, um, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube. We're a little bit of everywhere. So feel free to reach out at any of those places. We love the feedback. We appreciate the feedback. Anything we can do to improve, we would love to hear it.
So Jojo asked another questions about, do drivers get documents for taxes at the end of the year? Within the app, it keeps all your reservations. Also, you get an email that will have all your reservation information on there as well. So if you want to print them off or keep them all, it's right in the app. And that's another good thing because we have paid for stuff with cash and we don't have any record. But now because you're using one place, and once you can be able, it doesn't matter across the United States, you will be able to go to the reservation tab within the app, and all your reservations for the full year will be there. So you can be able to use it for your taxes. Would you like to add anything to that?
No, that's it. That's it. So yeah, every single transaction will have a receipt. And if you need something more in depth, we have a payment processor that keeps track of every single payment we do. So if you need some type of detailed list, it's not something we necessarily always advertise because it would be pretty strenuous on us to pull thousands of those types of lists. But if you need something like that, you can call into customer care and request it.
Miss Cheryl said, "Thank you for helping with truck parking. I'll watch the replay and check this out."
Yeah, yeah. We love what we do. We have a culture of trucker centric. Whatever we do, we try to base around, is this going to be best for the trucker? And we really mean that. Not just you hear it a lot, but we truly mean it. All the decisions we make are around what matters most, and that is the trucker that we're serving. So, we're 1,000,000% dedicated to making the trucker's life easier when it comes to truck parking.
Jojo said, could there be a safety button in the app to call police if there's any emergency and the driver needs help?
I mean, possibly, I guess.
One thing is, we're here also 24 hours right now, as of right now, with customer service. We're here for 24 hours a day. that is something that he can think about later. We're not going to put him on the spot asking him that question, but we are
Yeah.
here 24 hours where we can, be able to assist.
I
If
think
you're
it
going
is,
to,
isn't it now that like 911 is dialed into local police, right? So I think that would probably be your best bet.
I,
Um,
I was just thinking, if you have your phone in your hand, you can dial 911. So,
yeah, that's typically going to be your best option. I mean, we could have some type of button, and that would just probably push you to 911. I would think so. I'm not sure if we're going to be super helpful from the app for something like that. I think 911 is always going to be your best bet.
yeah. I mean, if you got your phone in your hand anyway, it's 3 digits. And I think most phones you can shake it and do other things too with phones nowadays that it'll quickly get you to 911 as well. But the thing about truck parking club is most of the time you in a fenced in, gated community of drivers. So you're not just stranded out here in somewhere that no one knows where you at. You know, Majority of the properties are pretty much, well lit as well. A lot of them have security guards. So it's one of the places that you can even park at across the United States. So what you want to do is you want to look at the amenities when you are looking for a parking spot. If you're interested in having security, then choose those spaces to be able to park at. If you're interested in well lit, fenced in properties, all of those amenities is right on the app. And then you don't even have to think about the 911. Most of the time when we're parking in places that is open, anybody can get us. That's when we're more in danger. But the truck parking club app tells you we're more convenient, more flexible, and I like to say safer places to park. So, all right. That was some good questions. That was some really, really good questions. Look at that. She said, I like that. There are secure spaces in the area where I may not feel so safe, especially as a woman. Thank you, Mr. Evan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So thank you for coming on. They said thank you, Evan. Thank
You're
you so much
welcome.
for coming
Thank
to the
you all.
Trucking Podcast. Make sure that how do you want anything else before we go?
No, I think you hit it. You can reach out to us on any of the social medias. You can call our customer care number. You can go to the contact us page. You can email info@truckparkingclub.com. Feel free to reach out to us anywhere and let us know what questions you have, what feedback you have. Any way we can be helpful to you in terms of truck parking, we want to be a part of that.
Absolutely. That was info@truckparking.com. You can also use your app and be able to contact us right through the app as well. We do answer emails. Okay. So if you send us the emails, we'll answer you right back with no problem. We're always looking to make sure that we're taking care of the drivers 24 hours a day. Again, Mr. Evan Shelley, thank you so much for coming on the She Trucking Podcast. Thank you for everything you do for us drivers. Listen, everyone will be getting these stickers to be able to go on your truck to let us know you are truck parking. You part of the truck parking family. You're also going to get more information in your driver appreciation boxes. And again, my ask is I give you a bundle. Okay, we're giving you $5,000 here. That you take one and you give $100 to another driver. Okay, just give $100 to another driver, one that might be parked on either side of your truck or someone that you meet, and we have a little message on the inside. So when you get your $100 bill, make sure you share it, pay it forward, and share it. And thanks again for the truck parking hat. They will be in our driver appreciation boxes straight from the Truck Parking Club. Thank you so much for coming on again. It's been a pleasure and honor to have you here.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I really
You,
appreciate it.
you're welcome, and you have a great day. Everybody, what an amazing show today with the Truck Parking Club. I want y'all to stay tuned on Sunday because we're going to have another episode of the She Trucking Podcast with Melinda. It'll be Melinda's first show. She has an amazing special guest. They're going to be talking about healthcare. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, okay? Make sure that you follow us and make sure on our YouTube page. Yes, definitely hit the reply button. Hit the reply button. Absolutely. 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 Hit the reply and watch this on the replay. On the replay button, hit the replay button and hashtag replay. If you are watching the replay, share this with drivers and pass this information along. Pass this positive information and help another brother or sister in the trucking industry be able to find safe and secure parking with 24-hour customer service. If you call at nighttime, you might just get me. Okay? So again, thanks for watching the episode. This is a special edition of the Truck Parking Club. I was your host, Sheree Moore, and I had an amazing guest, Mr. Evan Shelley. And till next time, we'll see you.
I don't like this. There are cars everywhere.
Bobby's, you're about to get on the interstate.
Oh,
so
my
slow
God.
the truck down.
Oh, God.
Slow the truck down. For real, slow the truck down. Stay over here on the left, okay? Take your high side. Go up here, okay?
I cannot believe I'm getting on the interstate.
Accelerate. Stay on this side, accelerate. Go faster. Go faster. Faster, Bobby, faster.
Crap.
Look at all this traffic.
There are cars everywhere.
And now we're going to take it to the highest gear that you've ever been in. We're going to take it to the 10th gear.
Now?
Now. There we go.
10th gear, baby!